Hello to our freaky family. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Kandi.
And this is Sips of Crime. It's happy hour. So grab a glass.
Grab a friend.
And let's dive in. Are we telling our ages now?
I mean, we have been to so many vineyards.
Been to a lot of vineyards.
This has got to be a really, really moldy cake by now.
I can only imagine.
I really thought I was going to hate this because it was red.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Oh my God, how much coffee did you buy? I don't know, never been a joke.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Happy Hour.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. So we are officially celebrating our birthdays with you guys, and we
Yes.
are totally stoked to have you guys here for Happy Hour.
And usually we're extra, and we do it. We do one in June.
Yep.
And one in July.
Yep.
But we decided this year we'll just combine them and have a big
Birthday
Shindig.
celebration. So absolutely, yeah. So we both have some stuff to share. Neither one of us actually knows what we're going to share, but each one of our stories, things, whatever, have something to do with our birthday, and we are planning a large wine trip tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. We're going to go to a couple of vineyards, and
Of course, our number one.
it's going to be Brandon Hills. They have a new wine that they introduced
Ooh la la.
a little while back. I think it's been like a month or two. We just haven't been up there.
It's been a hot minute. They released it right after you went up there for
Mother's Day, because I thought I was going to be able to try it for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And when I got there, Justin was like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't release for another 2 weeks." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Good Lord."
So we're trying it tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going to go back and we're going to try the Ooh La La. And so, yeah, before we get into all of that, though, we are going to plug one of our new friends of our freaky family. Kayla from Dark Tales from the Road is one of our new favorites, and we love her so much, and I could literally listen to this girl's voice for I love that she's talking about true crime and stuff, and her podcast is really interesting. She's got kind of a different concept to, other podcasts that we've listened to, but she is just the absolute sweetest. So we're going to plug her now.
Hey listeners, my name is Kayla and I am the creator and host of a new podcast called Dark Tales from the Road. We cover true crime, spooky, creepy, and ghostly stories, and I want to take you state by state and country by country to bring you stories you may not have even heard of before, and also learn some history on the city and the state where it takes place. So join me on the road as we discover dark tales. New episodes are posted every Wednesday. I have an Instagram, Facebook, and a Patreon, all at Dark Tales from the Road. Thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a great day.
So, yeah, I could listen to her voice literally all day.
She sounds so stinking
She
sweet.
is so stinking sweet. So, you guys definitely go and check out Kayla from Dark Tales from the Road. You won't be disappointed. So, to celebrate our birthdays, we each have come up with a
Topic.
And we don't exactly know what each person is doing or what our stories consist of. So we normally, our last happy hour, we went ahead and did a rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to go first. And we will share what we're doing. The only thing that we do know is that both of our stories have to do with our birthday dates.
Yes.
So, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Whatever. Okay. Go first.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Yes. Oh!
Look, see? This is why it's happy hour.
This is why it's happy hour.
Okay.
So we have some fun alcoholic beverages for you, which we're going to get into. Before we jump into our cases, I won, so I'm going to go first. But after we talk about our alcoholic drinks. And
okay.
I'm telling you, I'm really not looking forward to this.
It's your fault.
Is it? Is it?
Originally,
it is my fault.
It is your fault.
It is.
Because when I had first had my child.
Yep.
And I was able to drink again, and, I couldn't leave the house because I had a newborn.
Yep. Aunt Michelle came to the rescue.
Yeah, she would come over every Friday night, and we would have at least a bottle of wine, which I know it sounds like a lot, but when you split that between two people, it's only like 2 glasses, if that.
Yeah.
Well, then, one night, it was my first night, baby-free, and she brought over these buzz balls.
I brought over 4 of them.
Yeah, she brought a green one, a red one, a
chocolate one.
It was more like a B-52 because Jordan really liked that one.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we had this one.
No, I don't think so either. But that's what I was getting to. Whatever 4 she brought, it wasn't this one. So this is a Buzz Balls chiller. It's a pineapple colada chiller. It's orange wine with coconut, pineapple, and lime juices and natural flavors.
And you guys can get these at, just your local, Food Lion. They're just these little balls of alcohol.
Yeah, they look almost like a pool ball kind of thing.
They do. They look very much like a little pool ball.
And it even says, have a ball.
Yeah, and they're called Buzz Balls. We are going to go ahead and give you a, fair warning, though. What percentage is that?
15%.
15%. And these things are tiny, y'all.
Yeah, and it literally fits in my hand.
Yeah, they pack a freaking punch. So
it is woman-owned.
Oh, way to go. I love that. I love them even more now.
Texan thing, our...
the agave wine.
Was it the agave or the Uptown?
No, it was the agave.
Okay.
Was the Texan...
Don't ask me right now.
These buzz balls, though, seriously, they pack a punch. So do not underestimate these things, y'all.
No, don't.
Don't go out and buy 5 or 6 of them thinking you're going to down them all because they are strong. Don't smell it.
I did. Look at the color.
I don't like the color.
Looks like pee. It smells fruity. Just smell it.
Okay, it doesn't actually smell as bad as some of the other ones. The green one that we had, I think it was a limerita. That one was super strong.
We're going to try super freaking strong.
They're all super strong.
Okay.
This one's 15%. We are going to try the
pineapple colada chiller.
Pineapple colada chiller.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The Girl Scout cookies with the coconut. Smell it again.
The Samoans?
Yes. Does it not?
Does. Oh my gosh, it does.
If it tastes like this, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. You guys, that is a Samoan
oh my
cookie.
God.
That is a Samoan cookie and a drink. The Girl Scout.
Shit.
I think some of you guys call them coconut delights.
Something like that. The
down here in the South.
Coconut. Oh
with
my
the
God.
with the chocolate drizzle.
Yes. That is the best Buzz Balls I have ever had.
This one's definitely the best one. This one's better than the chocolate one.
I don't even like the chocolate one because I don't like B-52s. But, so a B-52 is Kahlua. Time out. Kahlua, Bailey's, and Triple Sec.
Yeah.
Or some people use Grand Marine.
We use Triple Sec, though.
Yeah. But I don't like those.
I liked those. You made me a bunch of those that one night.
Yeah, because Jordan likes them, and I was being nice. That one's good.
That definitely tastes like a Samoan. And like I said, I think that some of you guys call those Girl Scout cookies Coconut Delights. But they're the graham cracker cookies with the coconut and caramel. God. And then the chocolate drizzle on top. And
that coconut is just
so prominent. And it's like a good coconut, though. It's not like a coconut rum taste. It's like a sweet coconut.
Y'all, if you've tried Buzz Balls before and they were teetotally nasty like we have,
try the pineapple colada.
Yeah. If you like coconut. Because I do have to say it is coconut forward.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually really good. I'm really surprised that I like this. The other ones that we've tried were so alcoholic and so strong.
I'm going to be in trouble with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to have to pay attention. Because, if you paid attention to the previous episode, I got a huge order from Total Wine. And that's where this came from. Because, of course, pina colada.
They have Buzz Balls?
Apparently. I just seen that one. I didn't even look at the other ones. Because
We
It'd
had
come up.
all of the other ones.
If they have that one at our local grocery store.
I'll have to check Food Lion.
You know what? I'm going to check right now.
They're not going to have an accurate, updated version.
It's going to tell me if they sell it. Why is Pandora open? Don't even. Okay. While I'm looking that up, we have another wine.
Yeah, and this is actually the featured wine for this episode. So, as you guys know, we absolutely love a company called, I'm still a little concerned as to what the actual name is. I think it's Cream Family Wines. That's their Instagram, is Cream Family Wines.
I would think so, because you have buttercream, berry cream, cherry cream.
Yes. And Kandi had a buttercream Chardonnay at her wedding.
Delicious. If you don't like Chardonnay, at least go try the butter Chardonnay by Buttercream.
Yeah, go and try the Buttercream Chardonnay, because it is one of our absolute favorite wines. And we always prefer a buttery Chardonnay opposed to an oaky Chardonnay. But they have
Did you get a peach chiller?
I'm sorry, what?
A peach chiller?
No, I don't think I got a peach one.
They have a peach one.
I got a Lime-A-Rita, something that had strawberry in it.
Choco chiller.
The cocoa, yeah, the chocolate.
They have a cranberry.
I didn't have a cranberry.
They have a strawberry Rita.
I didn't bring you a strawberry one either.
That's all I see.
I brought 4 over that night.
I remember that. But...
Do they have them at Food Lion?
Yeah! And they're only $3 a piece!
We'll have to try the peach ones.
Yeah, I'll get that one and a peach one. But, the pineapple and the peach one. But that pineapple one is delicious, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm not even
that one's
kidding.
really good.
Okay, anyway, back to...
Anyway, so we love the Cream Family wines. Their buttercream Chardonnay is one of our absolute favorites, and they have a wide array of other ones that range from berry cream to cherry cream. They have a buttercream reserve, and they have a cherry cream dark.
I do want to try the buttercream
reserve.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we've been looking forward to trying some different ones, and we thought, what better reason than to go ahead and bust out a, Cream Family wine for our happy hour birthday episode. So we do have the Berry Cream Rosé. Berry Cream for happy hour. So Berry Cream is the Cream Family's rosé. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been on a huge rosé kick here recently. It has been the sound of my summer. I have been binging on the rosé wines, and I just recently, a couple of nights ago, had a 19 Crimes rosé.
Yes, I saw that.
It was delicious. Did we do one of the 19 Crimes wines on one of the episodes? I don't think we did.
Don't ask me right now.
The one that has Snoop Dogg on the label,
yeah,
is the Cali Red, and it's a very dark, dry wine, and I like it, but I knew that you wouldn't like it, so I don't think that we tried that one together. But the rosé also has Snoop Dogg on there, and it's 19 Crimes Cali rosé, and it's really good.
I might have to try.
It's fantastic. So I have been on a rosé kick.
Okay, read the back of it.
Oh, you have to read the back of it. That's your job.
Harvested from coastal vineyards, the nose of our Berry Cream Rosé offers strawberry and citrus aromas, along with floral and spice notes. The palate displays balanced acidity with flavors of succulent strawberry, lime zest, and dark cherry finishes, smooth and crisp. Ideal with salmon sushi, sushi,
love sushi,
pulled pork, or BLTA sandwiches. What the heck is a BLTA?
Avocado?
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, avocado sandwiches.
Yes!
This one pays homage to all berrylicious goodies our grandmother made.
Yes! I love it. I like it. You're not going to like it.
No, I'm probably not. I don't even want to try it.
Try it. You have to. That's part of the job.
It is, but
you decided to be a podcaster on a true crime podcast that hosted wine, so you have to try the wine. It's part of your job.
No. 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 No.
She doesn't like it.
No, I don't. That's worse than a red.
I feel like that's a little harsh.
It's probably because I've sat here and drank this iced coffee and this buzz ball, and no, I'm not a fan. Sorry, I'm not a fan.
I like it.
That's great. Glad you like it. There's your bottle of wine.
I don't think that I've actually met a bottle of wine that I don't like.
I don't like that one.
I'm pretty sure all of the wines that we have had on this podcast.
I'll drink my Girl Scout
it.
cookie over
You
here.
drink your Girl Scout cookie. I'll drink the berry cream. Okay, so I won the rock, paper, scissors. So I am going to go first.
Okay.
Grab
Grab a glass.
a friend.
Let's dive in because we've already dived in like 30 minutes, if that.
Okay, so
Welcome to happy hour.
welcome to happy hour, where things are never scripted and spontaneous, and we love it. That's how we live. Okay. Ultimately, like, the theme of our happy hour episode was things that happened on our birthdays, whether it was like 100 years ago or last year or, whatever. So, we both did some research, and this is what I came up with. I don't know what Kandi has to follow, but I actually found that my birthday was the mark of the Stonewall Uprising of 1969. Now, I will say this is a bit of a heavier case for a happy hour, but it's important, and it's something that we both stand for. It's something that we are both in support of and are allies for. So this day marked itself in history, and I'm really looking forward to telling you guys about, kind of what happened on this day on June 28th of 1969. June 28th, 1969 marks the beginning of the Stonewall Uprising, which was a series of events between police and LGBTQ+ protesters that stretched over 6 days on Christopher Street, nearby neighborhoods, and Christopher Park. It was not the first time police raided a gay bar, and it was not the first time that the LGBTQ+ community fought back. But the events that would unfold over the next 6 days would fundamentally change the nature of LGBTQ+ activism in the United States and around the world.
Wow.
Yeah. In 1969, the Stonewall Inn was one of the most popular gay bars in Greenwich Village in New York City at 51 and 35th Christopher Street. The 60s were not kind to the LGBTQ+ community, so they flocked to these bars as a refuge where they could be themselves and express themselves without worry of being judged from the outside world. LGBTQ+ patrons were from all different races and ages. Throughout the state, it was illegal to serve alcohol to a gay person until 1966.
Seriously?
Yeah. After a sip-in, quote unquote, where members openly declared their sexuality and dared staff at taverns to not serve them and sued establishments that didn't. When the Commission of Human Rights ruled that gay individuals had the right to be served in bars, police raids were temporarily reduced. However, by 1969, homosexuality was still considered a criminal offense. Holding hands, kissing, or even dancing with someone of the same sex was illegal.
Wow.
Yeah. This was a huge draw.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? And none of your business at all.
I mean, going in high school or whatever, we would go to the club, and not the club, it was so
No, we totally went to the club, and you and I danced and grinded on each other like crazy.
Not to be funny, but I
No,
do
that's
it
what
now.
happened.
I do it now when one of my really good friends, Kimberly, invites me out, and you get a big group of girls on the dance floor, and you go and dance with each other, and
legitimately no boys allowed.
No, and because you don't have to worry about that. You can just dance, have fun. It's nothing to it. Like, it's not, us trying to hook up with each other or anything.
No, it's not.
But, like, we're just having fun as a group of girls.
Yeah.
And
if you had done that,
on each other and dancing and whatever.
Yep. And if you had done that in 1969, you'd have been arrested.
Well, fuck me.
Yep. This was a huge draw for the Stonewall because they did allow dancing where most gay bars did not. This led many gay establishments to operate without a liquor license, providing an open door for raids and police brutality. So, one of the things that we're going to get into is the fact of, like, the ownership of these bars, which I'm going to go into here in just a second, but these gay bars that were opened back in this time, the liquor licenses were provided by a commission for the city. And if the commission knew that it was a gay bar, they would, like, deny the liquor license.
What the heck?
Yeah. So if that establishment was known for being, an LGBTQ plus community establishment, they would say, like, no liquor license. So this forced people to either operate these bars as a kind of like a BYOB situation where they would bring their own liquor, which still exists to this day. I mean, there's a handful of establishments where you can, like, bring in your own beer, but then they charge you to serve it to you, which is insane. But they also forced a lot of these places to operate illegally. So even though they didn't have a liquor license, they were still making drinks.
Right.
Illegally. The Stonewall Inn was owned by the mafia. And
of course it was.
yeah. So something funny about that situation was that the Stonewall Inn was actually a straight bar and restaurant prior to the mafia buying it.
Okay.
So, the mafia bought this straight restaurant that was well known in the community and ultimately turned it into a gay bar. And as long as they continued to make a profit, the mafia didn't really care what happened inside. So it ultimately created this space where, the mafia knew, hey, there's money in this. Like, we might not support it. We don't really care what happens inside of it. But, this is a money-making situation. Admission to the bar was $3. Now, again, 1969. Okay.
Right. So $3 was...
$3 to get in, but that also got you 2 drinks.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could enter the bar on $3 and drink with your community in a place where you weren't judged from the outside world and in a place where you could be yourself and express yourself. So it was a refugee for a lot of people in New York City. Not to mention the LGBTQ plus community, but also just the people of the streets who didn't have a home, who might have been rejected from their home, who might have been, rejected from their original community, and they found a home here. Like I said, this was one of the few bars that allowed dancing, which was a huge draw. Everybody wanted to do that. They wanted to drink and they wanted to dance and have a great time, which again was illegal in that time. So the Stonewall Inn is a symbol for way more than just a gay bar in the 1960s. It was really a home and a refugee for a lot of people, teens and, queens, which we'll go into a little later, but it was owned by the mafia and they were really just in it to make profit. They cared very little about what happened inside. The bar was pretty run down, had no running water behind the bar.
Okay.
The toilets were constantly backing up. And, they were just really trying to keep this place like super low key. because at $3 a submission, the mafia was making their money. The gay people were happy. They had a place to go. So they would often pay off the cops to not raid the bar.
Right.
You know? The police raids on gay bars and spaces was not isolated to the East or the West Coast, but were a phenomenon happening really across the United States during this time. During the early hours, around 1:20 a.m., on Saturday, June 28th, which is my birthday. Not the year.
No.
But my birthday is on June 28th. So on Saturday, June 28th, 1969, there are about 200 people at the Stonewall Inn. They're dancing and just having a good time when 4 plain-clothes officers and 4 officers in uniform from the New York Police Department arrived at the Stonewall Inn. The police justified the raid with a search warrant, authorizing them to investigate the illegal sale of alcohol at Stonewall. The police entered the establishment and began to interrogate patrons. The raid was routine for a bar like Stonewall, but this time events did not unfold according to inspectors' plans. They roughed up patrons, found bootlegged alcohol, arrested 13 people, including employees and people violating the state's gender-appropriate clothing statute. Female officers would even take suspected cross-dressing patrons into the bathroom to check their sex.
What?
Which is sexual assault.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So... the turning point came when the police had difficulty keeping a detainee in a parole car. 3 times, she slid out and tried to walk away. At one point, an officer hit her over the head as she was forced back into the police van, and she shouted to the onlookers to do something about it, inciting the crowd to begin throwing pennies, bottles, cobblestones, and other objects at the police. Now, one thing that I read about this case was they started throwing coins because the community in the area knew that, like, these police are normally paid off.
Yeah.
Why are they raiding the bar? Why is this happening?
Right.
Why is it tonight? Maybe they didn't get their money. So somebody shouted out, like, oh, they didn't get their payoff. And so everybody in the crowd started throwing...
Like, hey, here's your payoff.
Yeah, here's your money. Take it and go. Some of the group tries to flip the police van, and some started slashing tires. So cops are, like, literally driving away on flat tires because they're scared. They have no idea what to do, and they are completely outnumbered.
Right.
This is a huge thing because these raids normally ended with the LGBT community members that were arrested to be embarrassed, and they would, like, hide their faces, you know, as they were being arrested and run away to try to get away. But this time it's different. They are taking a stand for themselves and not hiding or running away. And the police officers are now the ones being humiliated and having to take cover. So at some point, once all of this erupts and, you know, all of the crowd is, like, overtaking and starting this riot, the police officers and a handful of patrons from the bar end up barricading themselves inside of the bar. Mm-hmm. So, again, this is the first time that the police have had to retreat. Normally, these raids go over according to the police standards, you know? People start hiding their faces. They don't want to be associated with being arrested for cross-dressing or for being gay. And, you know, they normally hide themselves. This time, like I said, the police are the ones being humiliated. People are fighting back and they're not used to it. So they barricade themselves inside with a handful of other people that they had planned on arresting. And at some point... and there's some speculation as to exactly what happened, but at some point the building gets set on fire. What the fuck? Yeah. So the part of what I read said that the crowd outside set the building on fire to draw the police officers out of the building. Mm-hmm. Another source stated that the police officer set the building on fire because they were literally coming in and destroying everything inside of the bar. Mm-hmm. There were documented smashed jukeboxes and bottles busted. They were really trying to destroy the bar up until this point. And so there's a possibility that once they found themselves barricaded inside, that it continued. And while they were barricaded inside, interrogation continued. Even though there's this riot going on outside, they're now safely locked in the bar, and they've got people who they had planned on arresting. So they're still interrogating these people, still going through the process of trying to shut this place down. And so there is still a possibility that the police set the place on fire too. So either way, somebody, whether it was the police or the Patreons in the crowd, somebody set the building on fire. Nobody's harmed. The police, the fire department show up and put the flames out, so it's not that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. While locked inside, the interrogation of the Patreons and the employees continue. Those who had identified were slowly released into the gathering crowd. So if you could, produce identification stating that you were of legal age, of legal, ethnicity, all that stuff. If you were allowed to be there and of age, you could be let go. So they were releasing those people into the crowd, while others were kept inside in preparation for their arrest. The employees and those that were cross-dressing, quote unquote, were the most visible lawbreakers. So again, cross-dressing was a situation where, back in this time, it was illegal. And I think I go into it here in just a little bit, but if you had more than 3 items of non-feminine or non-masculine clothing on your body, that was in violation.
What the heck?
Yeah. So a man could not wear a dress, a pair of high heels, and a pair of earrings. Those were 3 things that would get him arrested. And vice versa. A woman couldn't wear a pair of slacks, a necktie, and suspenders. Those were the crazy 3 items that would get her arrested. And I'm going to go into that here in a little bit more. But the ones who were cross-dressing were just like easy targets for the police because it's like a parent, So they were detained. And while a few were able to escape in the commotion, several were arrested. The resistance grew as more and more were arrested, and it raged on through the night. But the uprising was far from over. Word of the Stonewall Uprising spread quickly throughout the city. By that evening, thousands of protesters had gathered at the Stonewall Inn and in the surrounding areas. The protests continued into the next week. They spray-painted, quote, "We are open," on the destroyed building of the Stonewall Inn, and the protests continued. It is a mix of peaceful protest and freedom of expression, and unfortunately looting and destruction of property. By the time it dies down, the media has reported on it, and it's become a true movement. LGBTQ plus couples are now on the streets, holding hands, can be seen kissing in public, and dressing however they want to, and being themselves without any worry. And those are things that just didn't happen before this. One media outlet stated, quote, "The queers will have their liberation come hell or high water," unquote.
What the heck?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Many new activists consider the Stonewall Uprising the birth of the gay liberation movement. Certainly it was the birth of the gay pride of a massive scale. So, this is one of their marches that same year.
That's crazy. They really had to do this just to be themselves.
Mm-hmm. Just to be accepted in their communities. The first Pride March was held on June 28, 1970, which was a year later, 1-year anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising. Primary sources provided detailed information about how the first Pride March was planned and the reasons why activists felt so strong that it should exist. To get planning underway, activists formed the Christian Street Liberation Day Committee. From the onset, the committee defined its aim of holding a massive march at the culmination of Gay Pride Week, which has now been established since 1970, from June 22nd to the 28th. And this is a poster from the 1970s, from one of the very first Pride
Holy
Weeks.
cow. That is just crazy to me.
Yeah. This is the very first U.S. Gay Pride Week and March. It was meant to give the community a chance to gather together and to allow people to be who they are. So New York was one of the first, and it was followed suit by Chicago, and it was followed suit by, Illinois, and it was followed, Chicago is in Illinois, California. My point is, every single year that this march happens, it's gained another state.
Good.
And more people are marching in these big cities on this specific time frame during this, this Gay Pride Week. And it blossoms and blossoms throughout the years into what we already know to this day in 2022 of what Gay Pride is. And the festivals that are held literally, nationwide. Mm-hmm. So it all started with Christopher Street.
I mean, it's awesome to know where it came from, but it's sad in a way that
they had to do it.
This is what you had to do to be yourself. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have had to do this if you were just a woman or you were just a man. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you strayed away from, quote, society standards, unquote, this had to happen.
Yep.
And that's just crazy. Teach their own.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, we absolutely support every walk of life. It's not, it's completely. It's not about who you are or what you've done or who you love it's about, are you a good person and are you on my team?
Right.
That's all we care about.
Exactly.
If you're on my team and you support me, I'm going to support you. If you're sweet to my daughter, we'll be sweet to you.
Right.
If you protect my kids like you're their own, you're part of my village.
Right.
Period, point blank. I don't care.
If you're my true friend, I'm going to treat you as a true friend. It doesn't matter what you like, what your preference is.
Exactly.
That I'm not going to... That's so stupid.
These events will be the accumulation of Gay Pride Week, which, again, as we stated, was established for June 22nd through the 28th, a week throughout which the East Coast gay organizations will commemorate the Christopher Street Uprisings of last summer, in which thousands of homosexuals went to the streets to demonstrate against centuries of abuse, officials' betrayal of their human rights by virtually all segments of society, from government hostility to employment and housing discrimination, mafia control of gay bars, and anti-homosexual laws. Since then, LGBTQ+ people have continued to gather together in June to march with pride. The Stonewall Inn has now been designated as a national monument by Obama in 2016. And that is the Stonewall Uprising. And ultimately, your first Gay Pride Month.
That's awesome to learn all that, though. That's crazy.
It was. And, as much as I always claim to be, I guess, a supporter, of LGBTQ+ communities. I think that it's kind of impossible to truly be an ally and to truly be a supporter without knowing the history.
Right.
Without knowing where it came from. And, truly what they had to go through. I mean, you and I lived through literally legalization of gay marriages. I mean, I remember that being on the news. I don't know how many years ago it was, but my point is, I remember that being like a huge thing. And me thinking, even in my young brain at that time, like, why is this such a big deal? Like, who cares? Like, why?
Who cares? Let whoever marry whoever.
Exactly. But I think that also shows a little bit of our naiveness to it as well.
As a child.
Exactly. It's not who cares. It's that we should care. And, you know, I think that it's showing that, you know, even though we claim to be allies, we claim to support, you know, love is love, we claim to support all of those things, you know, we don't know what it's like to walk in a day in those people's shoes. Don't. And so I think just acknowledging our ignorance and acknowledging the fact that, you know, we still have a lot to learn about the history of that, and being able to, like, actually dig into it was a huge honor for me.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, that was... I'm really glad, like, I learned all that, because if you wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have known anything about that.
Yeah, I had not heard it until I looked up, you know, crimes. And what kills me about it was, like, my Google search was crimes on June 28th.
But there was no crime.
Exactly. And I think that is something else that just goes back to, again, our ignorance. You know, It's something that you and I we don't walk in those people's shoes. And so there's no way for us to truly understand, you know, where it comes from and what they are feeling on a day-to-day basis, and what an accomplishment just a simple allowance of marriage was.
Right.
You know, whereas we thought, why didn't we do this sooner? Like this is so stupid, you know, whereas for them, it was like, this was a huge situation for them, and a big step forward. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I was actually really honored, to find it and to educate myself and to educate all of you. And I hope that you guys kind of take a little bit from that. It was, you know, like I said, the fact that it happened on my birthday is kind of like something that I had never known.
Right. I would have never known.
Yeah. So a big step in history for the American people.
And I would have never known all of the details.
Yeah. So,
nice.
Yeah. What do you have for us on your birthday?
So, I did Google. I tried to find some type of crime or whatever that may have happened on my birthday. You guys
don't understand how hard this research actually is.
But the only thing I could find was, like, criminals that died on my birthday.
Right.
Which one I have put on the list.
Okay.
He was some infamous killer or whatever. But I guess on a lighter note, well, not really a lighter note, because your story wasn't really a crime, but it was intense.
Yeah.
To say the least. I mean, it happened. I just did holidays and observances for July.
Yay!
Some of these are silly, some of them are funny, some of them are just don't make any sense.
I love it. I'm so excited, and I am so ready.
Okay. So, of course, for July 26th, my birthday, the observances for July 26th for this year, just for 2022, because some things fall on, like, the first Friday of the month, or the first Thursday, or whatever, you know.
And they don't always end up on the 26th.
Right. So, this is just for 2022.
Okay.
All right. July 26th is Aunts and Uncles Day.
What?
Apparently.
That's a thing?
Apparently.
I missed it this year.
Bagel Fest Day.
Oh my gosh, I love a bagel. What's your favorite bagel?
Okay. I like an everything bagel.
Me, that is my favorite.
That has to be my number one. But then I'm going to be the weirdo. And I'm going to like a cinnamon raisin.
Why is that weird? That's a good one.
Not many people like raisins.
With, like, some, like, good cream cheese on there.
Yeah.
Like, the cinnamon raisin is like a dessert.
I like the, what is it, the honey pecan cream cheese?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
I love an everything bagel with plain cream cheese and smoked salmon.
Ooh, I haven't tried that.
And sometimes I add capers. Pinky up.
Ooh.
Because I'm a person that owns capers in my refrigerator.
I don't have capers in my refrigerator, and I've never ate capers, but that sounds good. Holistic Therapy Day.
Hey!
National All or Nothings Day.
I like that one.
National Coffee Milkshake Day.
My favorite, hands down. Coffee
One Voice
milkshakes.
Day.
What?
One Voice Day.
What does that mean?
It doesn't really explain.
One Voice Day. Okay.
World Tofu Day.
I could maybe get behind that one.
Okay. I thought these were kind of funny. So, I have the whole month of July, but I just did the 26th, so everything I just said was the 26th. The week of July 3rd through July 15th is Air Conditioning Appreciation Week.
I can get behind that one 100%. You guys, we live in North Carolina. It is hot. It's been literally 90 degrees.
It has. It's been humid.
Like
and it's
the
just
last
ridiculous.
2 weeks.
It's just ridiculous.
And I appreciate my air conditioning. And I'm going to take that a step further and say that I also appreciate all of our air conditioning repair companies.
Yes.
Because
Touche.
you guys are doing the damn thing.
Touche.
Our AC went out 2 years ago? Was it?
I feel like ours is always low on Freon every freaking year. It hasn't happened yet, knock on wood.
I think it was 2 years ago. Our AC went out, and we had a fantastic company come in and took care of it. It was done within like 2 days, and we were living the good life after that. So shout out to all of our air conditioning company workers, because you guys, like I said, are the real MVPs.
July 23rd through the 31st. It's a national week, but I'm going to let you try 2 guesses.
Can I have a hint?
It's an animal.
The first thing that pops into my head is cows.
No.
Okay. How many guesses do I get?
2.
Okay. So cows was my first. Pigs.
No, why are you up in the farm?
I don't know.
It's National Moth Week.
Well, that's not an animal.
It is a freaking animal.
That is an insect.
Same thing.
No.
Animal and an insect.
It is not the same
Yes,
thing.
yes.
I was played.
Okay.
I don't like the rules of this game.
Okay, next one is a game.
Wait, hold on. Go back.
What?
Okay, so it's National Moth Week.
Yes.
What are the dates?
July 23rd through the 31st.
Did you care to look up any sort of history as to why
Nope.
the hell? No.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Nope, because I didn't want to know.
So
I didn't want to know who had a pet moth and who wanted it to be Moth Week.
National
Mothman, I don't know.
Oh, we're so going to do Mothman at some point.
Exactly, so I don't want to know. I didn't want to go into some deep, dark trench of some research to do this.
Oh,
No.
Lord.
Okay,
What else you got?
so another, same week,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just July 23rd through the 27th, is a national week for a game.
Do I have to guess this one too?
You don't have to, but you can.
I'm going to say Clue.
Close, but no.
Okay, close. What's a game close to Clue?
I mean, it's still like a...
Guess who?
No. I'll give you one more guess.
Okay.
It is a
Am I getting a hint?
word game.
A word game?
Mhm.
That's close to Clue?
I mean, maybe it's not close to Clue. It's...
Scrabble.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes! National Scrabble Week.
Yay! My mother and my Nana,
Mhm.
before she passed away, would play Scrabble for hours. So, okay, so like, I don't know about you guys, but it was like fairly normal for me to go and spend a whole week at my Nana's house.
Yeah.
And it was also customary for me to then go straight from a week at my Nana's house to a week at my grandmother's house. My Nana is my mother's mother, and my grandmother is my dad's mom.
Yeah.
So, 2 weeks out of the summer, my parents were able to get rid of me. I don't know
Yeah.
how they worked it out, but they did it. And my mom would like literally come and visit while I was up there for the week. and they would play Scrabble. And they they loved it. Like, it was like and I would just like sit there and watch in awe because I suck at spelling and grammar.
I do too.
But they like would come up with all of these different words and get all these points, and it was like I was just amazed.
I couldn't tell you how to play Scrabble.
I could not play Scrabble to save my life, but I'm glad that there's a national week for it.
There is. So, I'm going to tell you about the whole entire month of July, just because why not? July 1st is International Joke Day.
Ooh.
July 2nd has a few. I only put a few because they had a lot.
How can you have like multiple ones
I don't
on the same
know.
day?
It was like if it
that
falls on a
defeats the
Tuesday,
purpose.
if it falls on a Wednesday, if it falls on a Monday. It was just all
it
these
defeats
rules.
the purpose.
So July 2nd, I Forgot Day.
I Forgot Day.
World UFO Day.
Every day of my life. Oh.
Independent Beer Run Day.
I love it. How do I participate in that one?
I guess go independently on a beer run. AKA every day.
Every day.
I don't go on a beer run every day. July 3rd was Hop Apart Day.
Hop Apart Day, okay.
So I guess you
park hop.
Yeah, like we wine hop. July 4th, National Country Music Day.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about it.
Not really. No, some of these I've never heard of. July 5th, National Graham Cracker Day. Work Without Your Hands Day.
What?
I don't know. How do you do that?
I was about to say I couldn't.
I don't want to know.
I couldn't do my job.
I don't want to know. I take that back. I'm not asking.
We're not asking questions here.
I don't want to know. You just keep that to yourself. July 6th, National Fried Chicken Day.
Ooh, I like that one. I can get down with that one.
July 7th, Tell the Truth Day.
That should be every day.
Dive Bar Day.
Okay.
Chocolate Day.
Yes.
July 8th, National Freezer Pop Day.
Okay.
July 9th is Collector Car Appreciation Day and International Skinny Dip Day.
They had to combine those two?
I guess.
On the same day?
I guess. Maybe the car collector was one skinny dip. I'm not sure. July 10th, Pick Blueberries Day.
Okay. I like it. Why are you laughing? I think that's a great day.
Alright, the next one. I'll save it for last. Hold on. Pina Colada Day.
Yes!
Don't Step on a Bee Day.
Why?
My dog stepped on a bee.
Why does somebody have to... Okay.
My dog stepped on a bee. I can't. Oh, God.
My dog stepped on a bee.
I couldn't help but not include that one. Like, how do you not, you know? July 11th, Free Slurpee Day.
Ooh.
July 12th, Different Colored Eyes Day.
What?
I don't know.
Different, like, people with two different colored eyes? Or, like, are we celebrating all of the eye colors that day?
That, or maybe if you have, like, blue and green.
That's what I'm saying. Like, one person
or...
with two different color eyes. Like, we should celebrate them that day. Okay.
July 13th, Cow Appreciation Day.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
July 14th, Pandemonium Day.
The fuck is that?
Shark Awareness Day. I don't know.
Pandemonium Day?
International Nude Day.
Oh, I could get behind that one.
July 15th, Gummy Worm Day.
Okay.
July 16th, Guinea Pig Appreciation Day. Strawberry Rhubarb Wine Day. That sounds disgusting as hell.
Have you ever had rhubarb?
No.
Like a rhubarb pie?
No.
No? It's...
Have you?
Yes.
Is it gross? It sounds gross.
It's not good. It's not good.
It sounds gross. July 17th, National Tattoo Day.
Hey!
Can you remember the day that I got my first tattoo? And we got matching tattoos?
Was that the same day you got your first one?
Yeah.
You got your wrist done, and what was your first one?
The one on my ribs.
That was your first tattoo?
Yeah.
You didn't have a tattoo before that?
No. I got this one.
Why
and then I did my shoulder, and then I did my wrist, and then I did my shoulder over. So my shoulder is no longer the dandelion.
Right. What's back there?
Blah, blah, blah. It's not a bunch of flowers, but it's flowers. Instead of like the dandelion birds.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I did not realize that our Marilyn Monroe quote was your first one.
Yeah, on my ribs.
Did not know that. What was the day again?
We were talking about July 17th, National Tattoo Day. I don't know what got us in the clothes, but welcome to Happy Hour.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
July 18th, which is my daddy's birthday. And July 17th, let's point that out, was the day that Jacob came home 2 years ago.
Oh.
Those who don't know, I did have him 3 months early.
He's a preemie.
Yes, he was
so tiny.
2 pounds, 8.6 ounces.
Yes.
July 18th, my daddy's birthday. World Listening Day, which we all know I have issues with. Caviar Day.
Ooh. Huh.
So, there is a sushi roll at Soho Bar and Grill in Mount Airy. Delish. We only get together every once in a while, because
it's expensive.
It's not really that bad. It's really not that expensive.
Yeah?
I would rather go to Mount Airy than go to Kimono and eat sushi.
Whoa!
Yes.
Okay.
If you like cream cheese.
I do.
A lot of their rolls do have cream cheese.
Well.
But the main roll has caviar on top. And it's, I want to say only $14 and some change.
Yeah.
I don't want to say only like it's cheap.
Right.
Because it's not. But for sushi.
That's not bad.
Girl, they do apparently do karaoke.
Oh, God.
On some nights, but we're never there late at night to do that.
You do not want to see me on a karaoke night.
I don't sing, so.
My number one, absolute karaoke song is Hit Me With Your Best Shot. And I will get up if I have enough drinks. I am going to get up and sing that.
We're going to do it. We're going to just Uber it and do it. All right, so the last one for July 18th is Get Out of the Doghouse Day.
That was created by men.
Probably. July 19th, Stick Out Your Tongue Day. July 20th, National Lollipop Day. Hot Dog Day. July 21st, National Tug of War Tournament Day.
These are just getting ridiculous.
Some of them are just, they don't make any sense to me, but,
I'm just concerned about all of these made-up holidays. Why are we doing this to ourselves? I can barely keep up with my own child's birthday.
Someone probably
And you already know that I don't know when my freaking anniversary is.
Right.
I might be married for 7 years. It might be 8. Who knows?
Somebody probably signed some petition to say, hey, this is the day. So July 22nd, Summer Leisure Day. Pajama Day.
I like a pajama day.
July 23rd, Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Okay. I can get behind that one.
Pioneer Day. Tequila Day.
Yes.
Telling Old Joke Day. July 25th, National Carousel Day. Which Jacob hates those, by the way.
He doesn't like a carousel?
So we went to the zoo. Me, Kimberly, and her children. And Jacob. And they had the carousel at the zoo.
Yeah.
I thought he would like it.
I love a carousel.
He was fine when it was sitting still. As soon as it started moving and going up and down,
he was done.
Oh, hell no. He was absolutely fucking not. Freaking out. So I had to unstrap him from the animal and sit down with him in a little, thank God, the little
one of the things that you can sit in. Yeah.
Was in front of us. And then the whole time we're in there, he's reaching for Kimberly. He's like, Kim. I was like, it's okay, bud, it's fine. No, he hates him. So, that was July 25th. We already talked about July 26th.
Mm-hmm.
July 27th was Take Your Pants for a Walk Day.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you just wait. Take your pants for a walk.
I don't have any commentary for that. I don't understand. What?
Barbie in a blender day.
Wait, you're not going to elaborate on take your pants for a walk day?
No, I guess put them on and go for a walk.
Is that not every day?
I mean, what are you going to do?
These made up...
Hook them to a leash and drag them down the sidewalk?
I was concerned, but I guess we'll never know.
Take your houseplants for a walk. You want me to get my houseplants and walk down the road with them in my hands, or you want me to put them in my wagon and just push them up the road? Whatever.
Lord.
I can't with some of these. I really can't. You want me to take my houseplants for a walk?
For a walk.
Whatever. Barbie in the blender. Why are we putting a Barbie in the blender?
It's just such a waste.
July 28th. National Water Park Day.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
Again.
I like a water park day.
July 29th. International Tiger Day. Lasagna Day. Chicken Wing Day, which I can totally get behind.
I can do that.
Get Gnarly Day.
Sure.
July 30th. World Snorkeling Day. Paperback Book Day. Cheesecake Day. Chicken and Waffles Day.
Okay. I like a chicken and waffles.
International Day of Friendship.
Hey!
Yeah. July 31st. National Jump for Jelly Beans Day. Mutt Day.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Mutt.
Mutt, as in like dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Avocado Day.
I like an avocado day.
And then I was oh so kind to pull up today and tomorrow's. Just because, why not? So, August 5th, which is the day we're recording.
Yes.
International Beer Day.
Hey!
Water Balloon Day. Oyster Day. And Underwear Day.
Underwear day.
And Work Like a Dog Day.
That's every day.
Right? August 6th. International Hangover Day.
Oh!
Root Beer Float Day.
Okay.
Clown Day.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mustard Day.
Ooh.
Sandcastle Day. Wiggle Your Toes Day. And that is all I have for my birthday and the days we were recording.
That is hilarious. I can't get, obviously, like, I cannot get behind all of these, like, made up holiday days. I'll never forget, there was a post on Facebook that was, like, posting for National Daughter Day. And somebody had posted, quote, "You're just gonna have to trust me. I love my kids. I can't keep up with all y'all's made up holidays," unquote. And I remember being like, that speaks to my soul. Like, that is absolutely 100% me. And it's amazing what people come up with.
I don't even understand who's in charge of making up these days.
Well, you have to wonder, like
why? What made you
walk your pants day? Why? What does that even mean? Alexa, what is walk your pants day? It encourages
you to take a walk with your pants on. So is there a holiday to encourage you to walk with your pants off?
I can't. Oh, Lord. You guys, go and get you some buttercream rosé and test out one of your BuzzBallz chillers, pineapple colada chillers, we hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode of Happy Hour. And we love you guys so much.
Thanks for celebrating our birthday with us.
Thank you for celebrating our birthdays with us. Cheers to another year. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
You guys have a great rest of your week.
Stay alive.
Love you. You can join our freaky little family both on Instagram and Facebook and find all of the featured photos from this episode
At Sips of Crime.
For a chance to have your story featured on one of our future episodes, send us a Gmail
to sipsofcrime@gmail.com.
and you can find all of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, we would really appreciate you giving us a 5-star review because it really helps other people find our podcasts and our episodes. Thanks for listening. Stay alive.